one thing about you, Joe, is like knowing your background. And I remember we did an interview a while back. We talked about the whole 50 Cent thing, and you told me,
I never had a problem with homie. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't even know that nigga, so it's like, you know, I ain't never have a problem with him, but, you know, the nigga, you know, he want to be disrespectful, so I'ma see him, and if the nigga want to see me on the streets, which we never do see this nigga, you know what I'm saying, just holla at me.
you look at that situation, you look at, you know, what happened, you know, with Pap and everything else like that. I feel like I'm seeing a new Fat Joe here because, you know, you take Fat Joe,
Definitely a new
you know what I mean? Because some people are like, you know, a Cardi B, we got beef forever. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like that used to be Joe before. Like, if Joe had beef with someone, forever.
Man, I'm mature, man.
I mean, why, you know, like I said, because now I saw 50 Cent shout out your new song. You guys, I guess, did a show together.
I believe I've done all the gangster shit I could do. Like, you know what I'm saying? And look at you. You just can sit here 1 second and talk about all these fucking altercations and beefs. And Fat Joe was just beef all over the place. And, I mean, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? It took me years later to realize that it really ain't nothing.
It's not lucrative at all.
It's not lucrative. It's no reason to have that. And, you know, when people look, when it's, why not peace rather than war?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guess that's my new, you're letting me see that that's my new position on life. It used to be war.
Yeah.
But, you know, my shit is like, you know, it don't make no sense.
I'm not there yet. I'm on parole. And so, you know, that helps a lot.
How much longer are you on parole?
See, I don't want to say because then that's going to mean
people going to try to like...
People going to know exactly how much longer they got to try to act crazy.
Right.
But, like, nah, I definitely agree with what he says. When you're young and you're in this business, like, and you come from the bottom and from the gutter and the, you know, the crevices of the hood like we do, you are raised to be a certain way and think a certain way and move a certain way. And that's how you're supposed to, like, I have a problem with you, I'm gonna always have a problem with you. Every time I see you, we're gonna have a problem. And then when you start getting a little bit older, you start making a little bit more money and you start seeing things differently, you like, what is this really all about? Like, no, you didn't do anything to my family, my kids, my mother. Like, you ain't steal from me and really, like, you know, take something that I can't ever get back. Like, it's when you start thinking like that, you start feeling more so like how Joe feels.
I mean, do you think that your time in jail really changed that about yourself? Nah, same Remy?
I'm pretty much the same person. A lot of people see me, they be like, you changed so much, and then they be like, but you're still the same. You know what I'm saying? I think a little bit differently. I'm a little bit smarter. I plan things out. I map things out. Like, I appreciate everything.
She's not
so much
as
more.
impulsive.
Right.
And that's
a good thing.
That's 60-70% of the battle, bro.
Yeah.
Because any crazy nigga I know, it's one of those niggas that, you know, he'll think about it after he gets busy.
Maybe I should have hit
it's
the
like,
last person.
like one nigga.
They didn't even have anything to do with it.
A million%.
Yeah.
So every guy I know that, you know, they just like, you know, sometimes you got to think about it, be like, maybe that ain't so important.
Yeah, sometimes the people around you too. So they pump
Man,
you up.
when I got shot, many
You got shot?
Yeah, of course, many years
I didn't know the story.
Everyone in the term
You
squad
didn't
has
know the
gotten
story?
shot,
I didn't know the story.
stabbed, and
We all got stabbed, everything.
Wait, how old
Just
are you?
before I was rapping.
Okay,
I
how
was
old are you
still
when
in
you-
the streets,
so you
maybe
were-
like 18 or whatever, right?
Okay.
I got shot by the pussiest nigga on earth.
Oh, yeah.
Not only that, had that same reenactment happened now, I would have never got shot.
he made
I would
the guy
have walked.
shoot him.
I forced him to shoot me.
Yeah.
Like I would have walked away, and be like, "Oh, really? We don't have to do this."
You know, Remy, when you look at the shooting that happened with you, that you know, that you end up doing the jail time over, like, you could have killed the girl. Like the fact that she actually walked away.
But it was an accident.
I know it was an accident, but when you look at that situation, does that really run through your mind? Like, it could have gone a little different and I would never be outside. Like, I would still be in prison for the rest of my life.
I think I look at every situation like that. I look at it like it could have went differently and I'd have never went to prison to begin with. No. You know, as opposed to, that's the one that I look at more, as opposed to the one that I could have been in jail forever. But I feel like everyone has certain things in they like that they look at. Like, what if I would have did this, or what if this would have went that way? Like at this point,
Unfortunately, in life, there's no do-overs.
right?
And there's no rewinds.
But what you can
so
do
what
is
happens
move
is,
on from where you at.
I've been in situations. The point is, if you make a mistake, you got to man up and
Right.
a woman up, or whatever the way you want to say it. And sometimes I've been in positions like, why the fuck I do that? Like, you know, I hear the police sirens all. I'm like, why? Like, you know, like, damn, what the fuck, man? But I did it, so you got to man up, you know, and that's just the point.
And you've been shot, you've been stabbed?
Billion times.
You've been stabbed multiple
stabbed
times.
everywhere.
Stabbed,
They try to cut my
sliced.
face here, slice my whole neck. I'm like a fucking human.
What happens is,
torture
and I
board,
try to
bro.
explain this to like kids in my family.
Motherfucker tried to cut my face and I blocked it with this theory.
Well, I mean, Remy, you got cut in the face.
Yeah.
Is that from a that was
Yeah.
from a fight that happened?
Nah, it was some guy. Like it was they lied me. They was mad, jealousy, and I ended up getting cut in the face by a guy. It wasn't
By a
different
guy?
by a guy.
Wow.
Oh, no girl would ever. I've never lost a fight in my life. Like let the record reflect. You know, no offense to those people who've got bullied or beat up, but I just never had the pleasure of
I've
getting
gotten
beat up.
and bullied.
He was a kid. Since then, you know, that's what. But what I try to explain to kids that are like under us and that look at us, when you move a certain way, people expect certain things from you. They're not gonna probably come at you how they would come at a regular person. They're gonna be like, I hear she's crazy, or I hear he's crazy, and they've done X, Y, and Z to so and so. So they're gonna come at you with everything they got, as opposed to if it was just some regular Joe Schmo. So when you're out here, setting these reputations, and people have a certain, idea of the type of person that you are, you have to be careful because other people are paying attention to that. They're not just gonna talk to you the way they would, deal with a normal situation. Yep. And this is why so many people that, that I know, they've been shot, they've been stabbed, because people feel like that's the only way that they can get away. And even then, it really doesn't work.
And it's a threat. It's
Right.
about how much of a threat you pose.